this is somebody who says they're in Canada and they're complaining about the Canadian healthcare system, and so they say that they'd rather have the American healthcare system. Let's read it and discuss it. Jesus, do people in Canada really think our healthcare is free? Over 50% goes to taxes. I think you're saying over 50% of income goes to taxes. That's if you work. The healthcare in Canada sucks. I'd rather pay and be able to access care. Hip replacement in Canada is 1 to 2, I don't know if he said weeks, months, or years. So a few things. First of all, I have plenty of Canadians that come into my comment sections that tell me they do not have to wait this long for things like a hip replacement. So I don't know who to believe when it comes to people who are levying claims when it comes to wait times in Canada. But I will tend to believe the people who I know put out factual information more than people like yourself, for example, here. You say that over 50% of your income goes to taxes. Half of your income goes to taxes? Because I know a lot of other Canadians that don't pay half of their income, but you're saying half of your income goes to taxes. Okay. And then you say, I'd rather pay and be able to access care. Well, isn't that what you're doing if your taxes are paying for the healthcare? See, that's the point. You really don't understand when we talk about free. It's free at the point of use. In other words, when I need to use it, I don't have to pay right then and there because I've already paid into the system through my taxes. Therefore, I know it's not free. It's free at the point of use. Another marketing mishap on the part of liberal Democrats in the United States of America. We don't think it's free. Our healthcare in the United States of America isn't free. We pay for it in the form of healthcare premiums, co-payments, deductibles, and things of that nature. We know how we pay for our healthcare here, and we know how places like Canada and the UK and Australia pay for their healthcare through taxes. Their countries actually utilize the tax dollars they take from their citizens to serve those citizens. Not so here in the United States of America in all cases. So we understand it's not free. It's free at the point of service. So to my other Canadian friends, first things first, are you paying 50% of your income tax or your taxes or your income goes to taxes? Because I've seen a lot of Canadians say that that's not the case. What's the wait time on a hip replacement in Canada? And wouldn't it be fair to say, wouldn't it be accurate to say, wouldn't it be truthful to say that if you're paying for it in the form of taxes, then you're already paying for it? See, we want to do that because when we pay for it in the form of premiums and deductibles and co-payments and things of that nature, somebody's getting rich off of that. Somewhere in the private industry, somebody's making millions, if not billions of dollars off of our illnesses. And then denying us care when we need the insurance the most. And we have absolutely no say in this because we don't have a vote on who the board of directors is going to be for universal health care, for example. However, if our money went into taxes instead of health insurance and we use those taxes to pay for our health care, first of all, there is no corporate layering to get rich off of. Nobody's profiting off of our illnesses. And if we don't like the way that the service is rendered, if we don't like the fact that they're cutting off service when we need it the most, then we can vote in new people. We have an actual say in it. So Canadians, address this for me, please.